Okay, multiplication of polynomials. What you really have to remember here is that you have to remember your exponent rules, and you have to remember that when a variable does not show an exponent, it's actually got the invisible exponent of a 1. Okay, so that's really 4x to the first power. And when we have to multiply 4x to the first power times negative 3x to the third power, there's going to be 4 x's there. I'm going to show you this on the bottom, and then I'm going to come back up and solve the problem. So I want to show you that 4x to the first times negative 3x cubed is really this. Okay, we have many ways of showing multiplication in algebra. We can squish two parentheses together, which means to multiply. We can squish a variable and a constant together, which means to multiply, and this now becomes a coefficient. Okay, we can use an exponent, which means that those are actually x times x times x. That's what x cubed means. And if we were to spread this all out, it would really look like this. 4 times x times negative 3 times x times x times x. Okay? And the numbers being multiplied together are a negative 12. And then how many x's do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So I have x to the fourth. And this is why the shortcut tells you that if you're multiplying variables, the same base that has an exponent, you can add those exponents together. But it's not a trick. It's because when you spread them out, you've got 4 of them. Okay, so that's why this first term up here, when you multiply this 4x to the first power times negative 3x cubed, you get negative 12x to the fourth. Okay. The same thing is going to happen here, only now we're multiplying a 4x to the first times a positive 2x squared. So the 4 times the 2 is a positive 8, and then x to the first times x squared is x cubed. Okay. And we do our last bit of multiplication. You can see this is very similar to the distributive property. We now have 4x to the first times a positive 6. They were both positive, so this is positive. 4 times 6 is 24, and x to the first times no other variables is just x now. You can put a first on there, but we don't. We're lazy. And that's your final answer.